everybody! Here's a little rhyme. It's TV time!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Frontline. I am Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzogoose, back with you for another review of Arrow. Now this last episode that aired this past Wednesday, first of all I apologize for not getting this up sooner. I had a very, very busy week, and this was my first chance that I had to really record this, and actually I should be doing other things right now too, but here I am. This episode was called Streets of Fire. It is the next to last episode of the season, so it's the penultimate episode as everything is going crazy. We finally see Summer Glau and the Ravager get up as she faces off against Diggle. We have Malcolm Merlyn returning to save Thea. We have Slade's men all over the city. Oliver has to try to get Laurel to safety. You've got them attacking the police station, Thea at the train station. Everything is just crazy. They're trying, Felicity is contact Star Labs and trying to get this cure so they can, cure Slade, or not Slade, but all these other men that he has converted. Oliver learns the truth about certain things. I don't want to spoil too much. It's been out for a few days though, so there are going to be a few minor spoilers. I'll try to keep them to a minimum. I'm not going to spoil the end of the episode, but Oliver learns that Sebastian Blood is behind this, and actually that might have been last episode. I watched 2 episodes back to back, so forgive me if the details are a little blurred. But Felicity and Diggle are trying to escape from Isabel, who, like I said, she's in full Ravager get-up. She squares off with Diggle. Star Labs sends out the courier with the cure for the Mirakuru, but it's, because of all the chaos in the city, they're ambushed. Meanwhile, the entire city's being surrounded by a military force that turns out to be from Amanda Waller. And Oliver has to say, I've got this cure, you got 24 hours, she tells him, and so he has to figure this out. So they send the cure, but it gets ambushed, and Slade's men get to him first. Slade is just hell-bent on destroying everything Oliver loves. In the flashbacks, we have Oliver and Sarah and what is his name? The Russian guy that was with them on the island, trying to pilot the sub and everything. And Oliver's trying to make sure that Sarah's safe, but that kind of goes wrong because she's captured by Slade and Anatoly. That's his guy. So Oliver tells him to destroy the sub, or destroy the Amazo ship if he's not back in an hour with Sarah. So there's that whole confrontation and all that, and they're both captured by Slade, and we don't know what's going to happen in the past. From there, we had the entire police force finally backing the Arrow, backing his play with this whole thing because it's too big for them. They can't handle it. And, it's just total chaos by the end of the episode. And what happens with Thea and Malcolm Merlyn was very intense. And that's what I'm not going to spoil. But that ending was so intense. It was like, oh my God, what just happened here? And it's, I don't know. You just have to see it and kind of feel it and everything. Also, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Colton Haynes' character, Roy Harper, was injected with the cure too. So I mean, we don't know what's going on, if it's gonna take, if it's gonna kill him. So all this stuff is going on, and it's just being thrown at you. And obviously next episode is going to be the culmination of this entire Slade thing. The next episode is entitled Unthinkable, and it's just in 3 days. So we've only got 3 days till the finale, and then we can see how this all plays out. But it's gotten it's built up and built up and built up, and now it's at a fever pitch, and it's just everything is going on, and everybody's in danger, and we don't know what's going to happen, how they're going to pull out of this, how they're going to defeat Slade, because he seems unbeatable. They don't have the Mirakuru, or at least they didn't. I'll leave it at that, because something happens with Sebastian Blood, and he gets involved in this all, and it's doesn't end well for him either. What happens? So it's just a lot of dominoes falling through this. A lot of repercussions for things that people have done throughout this entire season, and it's going to be very interesting what's left and where they go from here after this is all said and done. So very, very good episode. I don't really think I had any negative points in the whole episode. I appreciated everything. I thought maybe one of the characters ended a little bit too soon, their particular story arc, and that's how I'll put that. I think there could have been more done with that. I think the Amanda Waller thing was injected a little bit too easily and diffused too easily. So some minor nitpicks, but overall I think it was a fantastic episode. You had a lot of action, you had a lot of emotional little events, mini events happening throughout the episode. You're left with the cliffhanger, which it's a cliffhanger that's like, it's not like, oh my god, what will they do? I care so much. It's like, oh my god, did that just happen? Kind of cliffhanger, which is pretty cool because we don't know what's going on from there. And it seemed like alliances had shifted here and things had changed, so we don't know what's, if this is a good thing or a bad thing. It's very, left on the fence like that. So a lot of strong points for this episode. Really curious to see the next one. I'm going to give this episode of Arrow, Season 2, Episode 22, Streets of Fire, a 4.5 out of 5. I highly recommend checking out this episode. And check back with us for the finale next week, because I'm sure one of us, Mike or myself or somebody, will definitely be talking about that right here on Comic Frontline. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thanks for joining us for another episode of TV Time, and check out all the other videos here on Comic Frontline. Join us for the live show this Tuesday as we talk about the weekend comics and comic news. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.